Hi. You caught me. Yep, we're live, and I am adjusting this camera because I don't like the way it's looking at the moment. But hey, I'm getting there. Okay, that's good. I think that's where I want it to be. How are you tonight? Oh, I have a fun night going on. I actually got a little carried away as I was getting prepped for this this little thing, and I ended up with a bunch of stuff. Yeah. Hey, look at this. Isn't that cute? Um, Lisa, my friend Lisa, I think some of you know her, showed me this really cute placemat that she got at the Christmas tree store. So I had to run out and get it because I really like it. It doesn't have the lines, the grid lines on it, the way the Stampin' Up! Ones do, but it's so summery looking. Isn't it cute? I love it. I think it's adorable. Hi, Connie. Do you recognize that paper? Isn't like I love it. So I thought, wow, I had to have it. Okay, so hi, Karen. Sorry I missed you, Karen, today. Hubby and I have been doing a lot of running around the last couple of actually the last couple of weeks, but the last couple of days in particular. And so I haven't been going to the gym at all. Hi, Linda. You had a hard time finding me tonight. Well, I'll tell you what, I started at 7:30 on the nose by my computer, which now says it's 7:33. So I've only been on for 3 minutes. So that might be why you had a hard time finding me because I was trying to adjust my camera. So just tell me something. I'm assuming you can all hear me. Is this because, like, I'm having a hard time when I look at this? Like, is this the way you like to see? So, like, when I start making cards, you're gonna see them this way. You're gonna see them like this. Does this make sense to you? Is this right side up and everything? Everything's the way it should be. I know it's going to take you a little while to answer. Hi, Carol. You can hear me good. Good. That's a good sign because I always, it works, Linda. Good. Okay. Um. Anyway, Karen. Hi, Susie. I was saying that my husband and I have been running around a lot the last week or two, and so I haven't gotten to the gym at all. And I'm probably not going to get there tomorrow again because we're shopping, we're doing things, we're trying to get things done, and we're just at it. And I just haven't had a chance to get down there. But one of these days I will surprise everybody and show up. Setup looks good. Thank you, Connie. Okay, I have cards to give away, and I just want everybody to know that if you want a card, I have your name on the card to give to you. I haven't seen Carol. I had your card with me at the library because you want a card. I had it at the library, um, and I just forgot to give it to you. So remind me this time. I'm going to bring it with me. Or actually, I have some stuff for you. So I might get together with you before. Um, oh, John's going with Mike tomorrow. I didn't even know that. Cool. Okay. So maybe I will be down there. Karen, are you going to the gym? Okay, we'll talk about the gym later. So that means, guys, that I have to get my little pot here. Excuse me. There. I have to get my little box with the names to draw them, and I listed who commented the last time. And so I'm going to make sure that your names all get put in here the way they're supposed to. Okay, I got names. I got names. And see who's going to win the card. Karen, you won the card tonight. So I'm making a couple of cards tonight. You're going to win one of them. What do you guys see? Okay, let me explain to you. Paradise Palms. This came out last year. Last No, not last year, just in the most recent mini catalog. Not the most recent one, but the one that's going away. Well, it's continued into this year, and I'm not sure how this is working. I don't know which catalog this is in, but it's in a catalog. It got put into the annual catalog, so it's going to be around for a year. And um, Stampin' Up always does a bundle focus every month, and this is it for this month. So they came out with some different cards that are cute, and they give you uh, the different. They tell you how to make it and everything, and what all the cuts are, and that's really helpful. Except they're super super simple, and I could make all of them in a matter of like 10 minutes, so we'd be done really quick. So I started looking around. I thought, okay, well, I'll do one of them and then I'll look around for some other ones. And then I got to see this On the Horizon set. Goes so nice with this. The paper, though, that was one of my very favorite papers from last time around. And it's going away, and I hate to see it go away. And it's got about a week to go, a little more than a week to go. So I'm going to use the heck out of it. So I'm going to use that tonight too. And then I was just looking at some other papers and saying, "Oh, that would be pretty." And next thing I know, I don't know, I had a whole bunch of cards. So I'm just going to keep going till I run out of time. And Karen, right now I'm putting your name on here so I can put it on the one of the cards that we make tonight. And okay, so I'm going to show you the Paradise Palms bundle. This, of course, is, it has the palm trees and the sun. And here's the thing that I really like, it has retirement wishes and hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. Wishing you a warm and beachy kind of day and a happy birthday. So, this could be a happy birthday card or it could be a retirement card. And Stampin' Up doesn't have a whole lot of retirement cards. I don't know if you've noticed that or not, but they don't. And I knew a bunch of different people that were retiring. And so, oh, Karen, you're drawing basil. That's exciting. I have a whole bunch of it I just cut off yesterday too. I don't time it though. I just leave it sit out on the counter until it's dry and then I crumble it and put it in a thing. Anyway, so I thought, okay, this is a good retirement card. So that's one of the things that I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to be making some retirement cards because we don't have a whole lot of them. And so, you know what? Let's get down to it. Quit chit chatting, right? I am going to try to get, yeah, right the first time. There. No, I can't make it bigger than that. I was hoping I could make it a little bit bigger, but okay. Well, that's good enough anyway. Um, Retirement, yeah. I mean, there's just not a whole heck of a lot of them. So here we go. Okay, Carol, you can wait till. Okay, good. So I will have your other stuff then too, and I'll just get it all to you there. Okay, Paradise Palms. Here's the first one we're gonna do. We are going to take. Let me see. I have everything here. Oh, look there. Actually, I have a little technique to show you too in the next one, so that's kind of cute. Okay, these are the pieces that we need. I've got, I cut a couple of pieces ahead of time. This is our base, and it is mint macaron. And it is the typical 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4.25. And I actually have two of them cut here because I was thinking about doing two cards right away. And there's a reason. You'll see the reason as we go. Nothing mysterious or anything. So I've been trying to do a half a dozen different things this week. It's been kind funny week that I've been trying to get a lot of things done here. You all know that we just got done with the free shipping, and we're still doing the buy one get one half price on the kits. And so I have been fielding a ton of orders this week. It's been a crazy week. And of course, I did get a couple of complaints about the last minute shipping notice, which it's what they do. I can't help it. It's not me. I don't set it up that way. But anyway, what I need here, I have this a little bit mixed up, I think. Let me see if I can find a piece. Okay. It has to be a little wider than that because it has to go across. So I am gluing. Yeah, so I have 6 projects here, all at the same time, going on my desk, and it's a little bit messy at the moment. Sorry about that, guys. So that's why I'm a little confused. Every now and then I kind of go, oh, wait. Oh, and then Stampin' Up! Did a really cool thing. They came out, well, with the new mini catalog. They came out with one set that is really cool in the catalog that's coming out. And it's not a Christmas set, it's just really pretty. In fact, I will show you real quick one of the pieces. This is one of the cards that we did. They called it Creativity Now, and we got to make cards all together, like all the demonstrators. We all did it. Yeah, I'm supposed to be tiny now, Karen. So I don't know. I just think this is really pretty. That's one of them. Here's another one. I'll be showing you how to do these eventually, I'm sure. This paper is gorgeous. Just, it's so pretty. What do you see? We'll get there. Okay, anyway. So so that was another thing. That ran Saturday night late, like 10 o'clock, I think it was over. And it just it was fun. So you hated to get it for it to be over with, but oh my gosh, I was tired. That's just about shut. So that's another thing that's all over my desk. And here we go with these little pieces and glue, which I just dropped this, so now I got glue all over the place. So I just took a piece of white paper that was bigger than that this die. This is the die. Okay. And I just got glue all over my fingers, which is what always happens when you work with that die cuts like that. As you well know. Oh yeah, Susie, that Christmas suite was so. In fact, I was not intending to get that, and now I am because I did love that. That was so pretty, so pretty. The things that she did were amazing. There's some demonstrators that are out there. She's an artisan demonstrator, and she, oh my God, she does such gorgeous stuff all the time. Okay, so you're going to glue these to white paper that is bigger than them because you're going to cut it down. But you want to butt the 2 pieces up against each other. And I'm doing it twice because I'm making the card twice. We took my mom over to the Wyomissing Family Restaurant yesterday for brunch because she likes going there, and it's, we like I love their waffles and their pancakes, and I really am not supposed to eat that stuff. So I really have to watch what I do. So okay, I can just try a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then go for lunch, right? So that was kind of how it worked out. It was really very, very nice. She loved it. And that was the point. I just, wanted to I'm trying to get her out of the house a little more. Um, because she doesn't go a whole lot. So I just thought, well, we can go. And so we went there for breakfast and lunch, and she enjoyed it a whole lot, which I was very glad to hear. Okay, so now we've glued those together. This really is a pretty easy card once you get past this. So we get the hardest part done, gluing those pieces together. Now we're going to take, I took a piece of mint macron. I have two pieces here. This would be the pieces that go on the front. Okay, they are 4 3/4 by 3 1/4. This one I ran through an embossing folder. It's, wait, I'll tell you in a sec. Painted texture. You could probably use anything that makes it, anything that looks texturish, if that makes, I don't know if that's a word. Now, what I want to do is I want to use this just for the top half, and the bottom half is going to get stamped, but I'm gonna, I have one here. I'm going to cut it in half. I'm going to use half of it on each card. And I'm going to actually, let's see, it's 4. So I'm going to cut it 5 1/4. I'm sorry, 2 1/2, 2 1/8. Okay, I cut it in half. Then I'm cutting this piece in half. Again, 2 1/8. What am I saying? Oh gosh. It's 2 5/8. Okay. This half is going to get these little palm trees, and this is mint macron. I'm going with color on color, so I'm using the mint macron ink. And we're just kind of randomly stamping them. Palm trees. Then we're going to take our we're taking this piece. I'm going to cut it. I'm bringing my cutter here. I'm going to cut it out very close. Okay. Ooh, that didn't cut so nice. And I'm going to put it on here, kind of on a slant. I'm going to glue these pieces on here. Thank goodness for green glue that moves because I messed that up. Oh, when I keep moving it, I don't want to move it. There, okay. That, I want that piece to butt up against this piece. Like so. There they go. There they are. Now that's the way I want them to be. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And the reason that I'm making two cards is because it was just easier for me to emboss one sheet of this paper and then cut it in half and go half and half. That's why I'm doing two cards. Yes, it really is. Okay, and now I'm going to also cut this piece down the same way I cut the other piece down, just real close here. I'm not even going to worry about the sides because I'm going to cut those again. So I'm going to take a pencil. I want to place this kind of like this. Woo, that was my ruler. I want it to be catty cornered kind of. And I want it to go over to the edge. So I'm going to draw my line there. Draw a line. And actually, I don't know if it should go to the edge. I'm thinking maybe it should go. Susie, you got the Christmas sweet that they showed. Yeah, that was just so pretty. It was really cool. She did such a neat job. Showed some neat techniques. I always love those things when they do that. It's so very seldom that Stampin' Up! Actually does it. Usually, the demonstrators doing it on YouTube, and then you have to search for it and hunt it down. Anyway, so now I cut this on an angle, which is why I drew the lines, because I wanted it to come out at an angle so that the design comes out at an angle. Okay, so you can see how this is going to show up just like that. I'm going to be using my embossing buddy on this piece because let me tell you, I have glue everywhere. I can't believe how much glue I have in this. Let me get it out right now. Hi, Barb. How are you? Yes, Susie will be starting Christmas cards for the nursing home. I think one of these weeks I'm going to show a Stamp-A-Stack how you can make like 20 or 30 or 40 cards all at one shot. Boom. Susie, I'll talk to you about that later because I've been watching some videos on that because I think I'm going to do one of those somewhere. And it's some really nice pointers that you can make a whole bunch of cards at one shot. Okay, again, just draw the lines. Put it on your paper cutter. How are you doing, Barb? Haven't talked to you for a while. I think you weren't on the last week or two, were you? I don't think you are. I think we're due for a Saturday Zoom call too. Although I don't know, I think I decided we weren't going to do that over the summer because we just had too many other things going on. We did finally open the pool, finally, and it's been kind of crappy the last week since we opened it. That's another reason I won't be at the gym so much because if I can get into the pool, I will do that as opposed to going down to the gym. Um, just because I like it. um, okay, so if that's that, and then we're going to do a sentiment. And all I'm going to do as far as a sentiment on this one is just take a piece of white. And I'm going to use the Calypso Coral to match that. I'm just trying to think of some of these. I just got some really cool punches for labels. But yeah, I don't want to make it any big, or I don't want this to show up anything else. So that's what I'm going to do. Pulling out a little Calypso Coral ribbon. Kind of do a real loose bow here. And it's too bit too small. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to make a too big bow. And put it underneath my okay. So it's going to I don't want it too big. That's why I keep playing around with it. Excuse me. Yeah, Barb, it just seems like everything's a little crazy lately. I don't know what's going on, but things have gotten busy suddenly. I guess that's good. Okay, and then we're just going to use a dimensional or two here to hold this up. And it will go right here. And there we go. There's that one. I can finish this one later. You don't have to watch me do it again because you just saw me do it. And then I can move on to the next one. That's one down. Here's the next one. This one's going to have a little technique with it. With markers. Because I'm using the punch again with the trees. But this time I want to have trunks and I want to have tops. And I want them to be two different colors. And that's not easy to do. But I'm going to show you how. So what we're going to do, we started out with our regular base, 8.5 by 5.5, 4.25 is the score. Okay. I then took a piece of evening evergreen. This evening evergreen piece is 3.5 by 5.25. Then I took a piece of designer series paper, also in evening evergreen, and I put it same size, and I put it over the evening evergreen. And I'm not quite sure why I even did that. It could have just been the designer series paper. Wouldn't have had to be the evening evergreen at all. But yeah, I didn't really need that at all. Okay, then I cut a circle out of it to make it kind of like a frame. Then again, I took this border in evening evergreen, cut that out to put here on the white. And I'm going to see if I can make as much of a mess on this again. I really need to start using the adhesive sheets because they work a whole lot better. Now, here's where I took the New Horizons. I just grabbed a piece of this that I thought looked nice with this color-wise. And I'm putting it in the background. Like so. I'm just not sure exactly. Yeah, maybe I'll put it there. Okay, however you want to put it. I know a couple of you have bought this paper, and it's so useful in so many ways that I just wanted to show you a couple more things you can do with it before it goes away. Okay, so I'm not even going to use that evening evergreen piece that I cut. I'm going to just cut this out. This designer series paper is the Artfully Aware from this catalog also. But you could just use the plain evening evergreen paper, or I'm sure you can find some other designer series paper, probably in like the Forever Eden series or something like that you could use. So put it here to just frame your circle, and then this is your frame on the side. And again, I'm going to just get glue all over the place. I'm going to just put that right there. Now, this is the technique part. We're going to take our markers, and this is the Stampin' Write markers. Use the Stampin' Write markers. Do not use Stampin' Blends. Stampin' Write markers are water-based markers. Excuse me, 1 second. I've got... I now have tea all over me. Okay, anyway. The Stampin' Write markers are water-based. Blends are alcohol-based. If you use the blends, it will stain the stamp and it won't work as well as this does. Now this is going to look a little weird, but this is the way it works. So we're going to take our crumb cake. We're going to do, we're just going to color the trunks with the crumb cake. Then we're going to take the evening evergreen. Make sure you get some good amount of ink on there. Then we're going to take the evening evergreen, using the brush tip for both of these, just because it looks better. And we're going to color the palm fronds with the evening evergreen. And then we are going to huff on the stamp. I know this sounds weird, but what's happening is while I'm coloring the green, the brown is kind of getting dry, and we need the whole thing to be wet so that it will transfer to the paper. So we're going to huff on it to make it wet again and to make sure that this works. Okay, so we have and it worked. Voila. Now, when you're doing this, if you put your things on here, and I'm going to see now, most of it's off. So you couldn't do it twice. You'd have to recolor it and do it again. But if you missed a spot when you were coloring this, use your marker to fill it in. These markers are great for that kind of stuff. And I don't use them that often, so I don't show them that often. But I'll tell you what, when I do use them, they really can be useful. If you're stamping something and you mess something up a little bit, and it's not a huge mess up, but it's something you can't live with. I mean, I have that happen to me sometimes that I do something and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. That was so stupid. And you can fix it with a marker because these markers so closely match the stamp pads. So close. And speaking of messing up, no, okay, that's right. So then you put make sure that your die is right over the pieces that you have just stamped. And I will be right back because I'm going to go over to my other station and cut this out. I'm still here. I would normally have cut this out ahead of time, but I didn't. There we go. Okay. And there we go. See, so when you have two different colors on one stamp and you really want both colors to show up and you don't want to have to sit and color everything in with blends or something, that's the way you do it. And now here's the stamp. It's clean. I just cleaned it in with my chamois and it's perfectly clean. And so what I want to do with this, I want to stamp right on there. I don't want to mess with I don't want to mess with a banner or anything. So I am taking, in fact, this one is going to be, I'm going to use the retirement one this time. Retirement Wishes. And in fact, if you're looking for a retirement card, this is a perfect one. I'm going to use the Evening Evergreen. Put Retirement Wishes up here. On the inside, I'm going to put the other one, the where it says, hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. That's going to go in the inside. And then I'm going to put a piece of this. That was why I used the cardstock. I forgot. What I was going to do was wrap this ribbon around the cardstock and tape it down. And I forgot I was going to do that. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to just cut this off. I'm also going to put a little bit of grass on the bottom of this. Because I always like to put something on the inside of the card. And so now I have dueling borders. It just occurred to me that I have a border on this side. Now I'm putting a border on this side, but that's okay. And these are going to go on with dimensionals. Okay, Karen, go check the basil. Uh-oh. It says the cap was unplugged. No, really it wasn't, but there it is. Hi. I don't know what happened, but this thing does some weird things. And I'm just going to stick that right there. And that's number 2. I keep wanting to go like this, and that would be upside down then. So, there. Excuse me, guys. I really got, I got a tickle. I got, actually 2 more. The first one's a really easy one. This is just from the On the Horizons paper because you know I just love this paper. And all I'm going to do, I pre-cut this frame out of the stitched frames. Guys, I am cutting down a piece of, I didn't even measure this frame. So I'm taking a piece of On the Horizons paper and I'm cutting it. And I'm going to tell you this paper is just so cool that you can get away with this. You find any kind of dies that have frames, or you take something like you take this and you cut a circle out, anything like that. Take a piece like this. You could get away with doing this. Just cut a circle out of it. Take this On the Horizons paper, which is still available until the end of the month if you don't have it. I have 3 or 4 packs of it because this is one of the best papers, I think. Okay, so anyway, take your frame that you cut out of whatever you cut it out of, put it over top of this paper and say, okay, let's see, here's where I like it. I'm going to cut it off there. And then you take it over here to your cutter and you cut it off. And you glue it onto your front. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm just doing this to show you how cool this paper is and how easy it is to do this. Glue that down. Take your shape that you cut out, and I'm going to glue this with white glue because I know that the other glue will get all over the place. I want this to look like a silhouette, so I'm going to take my black ink. I'm taking my palm trees. And in the On the Horizon stamp set, there's birds that I think belong on this. So I'm going to take some birds. I'm also going to take a little bit of this grass and put it there to anchor these palm trees so that they don't look like they're sitting out in the middle of the ocean. Because that's kind of how they look there for a second. And again, I'm putting the retirement wishes up here. On my inside, I'm doing the exact same thing that I just did on my other one. I'm putting a little grass in the bottom. Oh, I can put some trees on this, some birds on this one. And I'm putting hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. That's that one. I still have one more. Stick around. I'm trying to hurry. I try not to go over an hour. But this next one really is very pretty, and it was like a last minute thing. I saw it. I said, "Oh, I gotta do that one," and it's so pretty. Okay, so here we go. That was easy too, right? All right. Now, this one is going to require dies and all that good stuff, stamps and dies and stuff, but that's okay. we can do this. And we can do it rather quickly. I'm going to start. I'm bringing in something totally different. And this is kind of me copying the catalog. Um, I am using some new designer series paper out of the annual catalog. It is something chic. I don't know the names of these papers yet, and they're bringing out new papers already. Let me see. Let me see. Chic, something chic. I got it out. There it is. Textured chic. And there's a piece that has these seashells on it. It's gold back. I think it's very pretty paper. So what I decided to do with this is I'm going to take this. I'm going to take some white, typical white base. I was debating between the white and the other white, vanilla, very vanilla. But I think the white looks better. Okay, so my base is just going to be the white. Then I'm going to put a piece of this on top of the white. I almost hate to use the other side of this because I love the gold dots on there too. But I think those shells are very pretty. And wait till you see what we do with it. Like I said, I'm kind of copying the catalog here. I'm taking a piece of vellum, and this is just plain vellum. And it's 3.5 by 4.5. And that's going to go on here. Now with vellum, almost any kind of glue you use, you can see through it. So you have to make sure that you know what you're doing, where you're doing it, so that you can cover it. So I'm not going to stick this vellum down yet. I'm just going to lay it on top here because that's going on there. I also want to stamp in Calypso Coral. I'm going to stamp birthday wishes, I think. Oh, happy birthday is what I'm going to stamp on this. And the trick with this is I'm going to stamp it on the vellum, but you have to let it dry. So you put it on, and then you just don't touch it. Don't mess with it. Let it alone. And let it dry. So while it's drying, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do these soft suede. I close the Calypso Coral so that I don't get it all over everything, which is what I was just about to do. I'm going to take soft suede. And that's not so soft. I was kind of hoping for a bit of a lighter color. Lost me again. That textured chic paper is so pretty. Carol said she really likes the card. Oh, the one with the New Horizons paper. Isn't that, I mean, that stuff, the paper is just so easy to work with. I think that's going to be a library project real soon, honestly, because it's just something that makes itself. It does. It really is just pretty paper, and You can do so much with it, and it's so easy. I mean, look at that. It's just a couple things stamped on it, and it looks so pretty. So, I, yeah, I love it. I wish they wouldn't have. I don't. I mean, I know that they have to get rid of this stuff when the catalog goes away, and I don't know if they might just bring it back later. I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Okay, so let me just show you something here. I stamped it in crumb cake and I stamped it in soft suede because I wasn't sure which one I liked better. After the soft suede dried, I kind of like it better, but I missed a spot here. So I'm going to take, this is exactly what I was telling you earlier. I am going to take this marker and I am just going to come in here and color that in where I missed that spot. And you don't see it, right? It just blends right on in. Okay, so there's that. And then I need tops. And because this paper is so light, I'm going to go with the succulent, the soft succulent rather than the evening evergreen, the palm fronds. And again, I have to step away to cut these out. Sorry. Oh, there's a whole. Oh, there is a whole palm tree here. Now that has to be cut. Never mind. I'm going to put this and this. Okay, I can cut them all with one quick cut. I will be right back. I should have set Winnie up right here, and I could have cut that while he was sitting in front of you instead of walking away, but sorry. Anyway, here's the tops. Here's the bottoms. They very nicely leave a little circle here at the top so that there's no mistake which end is up. And that's a good thing because I would mistake that. So I'm going to just stick a glue dot on there. And I'm going to stick this on here. Because remember I said about the vellum. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and get the glue. I'm going to put glue dots on the vellum under where I'm putting these guys. So here's what I'm doing. That guy's going there. This guy's going here. I'm just going underneath there with my glue dots. Then I'm going to take a little bit of this and go down because this doesn't show as much, and that's going to be kind of covered. And it gives me a little bit more surface for this to adhere to. And now I'm going to just stick the whole thing down, like so. And glue dots do work the best on this, or unless you want, which I want, I want dimensionals. So I am going to stick dimensionals in the back of these. And again, this card is a very similar card to it. It is in the catalog, except they used, I believe they used the textured chic cards and envelopes. I really think they did, and the textured chic cards and envelopes is a definite shortcut and a really cool one too, because again, cards are this paper cut out in card shape and they're very nice, ready to go. It's kind of like we did before with the oh, we did it with the Hello Beautiful cards and envelopes. Same thing. I just grab the card as the base and boom, just throw some decorations on it and you're ready to go. And it really looks pretty. So, what I'm doing here, because there's a lot of surface here and I don't want dimensionals all over the whole thing, I'm going to just stick a little bit of glue in the middle. And I want this here. I don't like having loose pieces of paper sticking up. Like a lot of people, when they make their cards, they have they would leave these all loose, and I don't like to leave a lot of that loose because it catches on the envelopes then and tears, and the person getting the card ends up tearing the card as they're pulling it out of the envelope, and I hate to see that happen. Okay, that's my rant for today. So there's our card. We're done. Happy birthday, it says. And on the inside, I'm going to put another palm tree, I believe. Let me see what I can find here. I know that there they are. Okay. Now I'm going to use these. I'm going to grab, oh, yeah, I guess I'll use crumb cake. Hope you find a little paradise wherever you may be. That goes with the retirement, but it goes with the birthday one too, right? I think it does. Or you could say wishing you a warm and beachy kind of day, which is what I really wanted to say, but that's okay. And that's that card. So I only went 5 minutes over, and I think that's just a very pretty, simple card. Takes a little bit of effort on that one with the die cuts, but I think that just makes it look even sweeter. I would also throw some embellishments on here, maybe. Not quite sure what, but I would think of something. Yeah, okay, again, I'm trying to hold it upside down. Camera unplugged. Plug the camera back in. The camera's not unplugged. I don't know why it keeps doing that, but here we go. Okay, so we're back. Now I can actually hold it up and show you. I think that's a pretty card. I like that one. So we did that one. We did this one. We did this one. And we did this one. Karen wins one. Which one do you want? Any preferences? Oh, can I bring which one closer to the camera? This one? You know, the happy birthday, I think I'm going to do another one. I think I'm going to do it in espresso, the happy birthday part, just because it doesn't show very well in the Calypso Coral. But it is dry. It's not getting funky. Oh, I don't know why this camera keeps saying it's unplugged. I'm not moving. I'm not touching it. I'm not doing anything. I don't know why it keeps doing that. But anyway, so uh, Karen, Karen, any preferences? Are you there yet? Any preferences as to which one you win or do I pick? You get one of these four, and it's up to you which one, unless you don't answer me. The retirement with the circle. This one? This one? That is a pretty one. Getting storms. Oh, Susie, we had some earlier today. It was kind of crazy, really nasty all of a sudden. Oh, I have them all upside down again. Ay, ay, ay. Okay, that one is Karen's getting. Okay, good. That's it for tonight. Thanks for joining me. It's been fun. And your name's on that one, Karen. It's been fun. And that was something else I wanted to say before we go. I put in the title card therapy, and I put that in the title last time because I don't know about you, but for me, this is very therapeutic. I love just sitting here talking to myself, no, talking to you guys. And, I love sitting here talking to everybody and playing and doing this stuff. It's therapy. So I think that that's what I'm going to call it. And I also want to get my blog going again. And that's what I'm going to call it, Card Therapy with Nitty P. So what do you think? Doesn't that sound good? I like it. Okay, guys. It's been a lot of fun, and I will see you again next week, same time, same station, 7:30 Facebook Live. Thanks for joining me. Don't forget to call. You commented already. If anybody else is joining me during the week, make a comment. Your name will go in the barrel for the winner of the card next week. If you comment at all during the week, if your name shows up on my Facebook feed during the week, or if you share with your friends, and I will talk to you all next week. Bye. Good night. Have a wonderful evening.